Okay, so we are going to finish what we started in class last period. However, I want to do one more piece of notes before we do that. We're going to kind of come back to this again, but I want to make sure that you have the information. So, at the top of the paper, it says the blank of an equation is the value or values of the variable or variables that make the equation a true statement. So this is called the solution, which we always think of as our answer. Okay? If there is one variable, you can either have one solution, infinite solutions, or no solutions. So that's what these three things say. Okay? And we're going to look at why that is. So, looking at one solution, it says, reasoning, what the type of solution means. Only blank value will make the equation true. So we are going to put the word 1 in here. There is only one number that will make this true. Think about this as what we've been working on. Anything that we've done so far, we've always said x is 5, y is 6, b equals -2, m equals 7. Okay, that's one answer. So we are either going to write that it's always true, sometimes true, or it's never true. This one is going to be sometimes. And it is only true one time. Whatever that answer is, whatever that solution is, that's the only time it's true. Other than that, it's not going to be true. Okay? So below that is an example of what this means. So it says 4x plus 6 equals 18. Draw my line. There's nothing to distribute. There is nothing to combine. So I'm going to isolate, doing the opposite. 4x, so I'm going to subtract 6 on both sides. This cancels out. I have 4x equals 12. I want to get x alone. I'm going to divide by 4 on both sides. And x equals 3. So 3 is the only number that makes the equation true. So only number that makes the equation true. So at the very bottom, it says hints. So it says end result still has a variable, which is your letters, and a solution, which is your numbers. Okay? X equals 3, y equals 7, p equals -18. Those are a variable and a letter. That's what you're looking for. Now we are going to look at the two new cases. Okay? So, infinite solutions. Infinite solutions. This is going to be any value will make the equation true. So it is any number. Doesn't matter what that number is, doesn't matter if it's fraction, doesn't matter if it's decimal. Any number you put in will make it true. Okay? Because you can put in any number, it is always going to be true. And here it is true every time. Every single time. No matter what happens, it's going to be true. Okay? So, looking at the problem that they want us to solve, if I draw my barrier, there's nothing to combine. There is nothing to distribute. I circle the two things that I want to get on the same side. I want to move my letters so that they are on the left. So in order to move this whole term over here, I have to subtract 5x on both sides. This cancels out. I am left with 15 on the right side. And on the left side, what's 5x minus 5x? 0 x's. So I'm left with 15 equals 15. Does 15 equal 15? It does, in fact. So when that happens, when you have a number equaling the same exact number, that's what that infinite solutions means. So down here, where it says blank blank for x will make the equation true, we are going to put any number. Any number. Okay? And then on the bottom, where it says variables cancel each other out and both sides of the equation look equal. So 15 equals 15. That's what we're looking for. Is it saying that the same thing equals the same thing? So after you do all of your combining and all of your distributing and stuff, do they mean the same thing? Are they showing the same thing? Okay, now the last one, this was sometimes, always, and now we have one more left. So no solution. No solution is going to be no values will make the equation true. That means that you cannot put any number in and make this equation work. Okay? So here we are going to put never. A contradiction is never true for any value of x, and this is going to be not ever true. No matter what I do, it's not going to work, and that's okay. Okay, so let's look at an example of what that's going to look like. It says 4x plus 8 equals 4x plus 3. I draw my barrier. There is nothing to distribute. There is nothing to combine. So I need to isolate. I want to move my letters to the left. So the opposite of 4x is minus 4x. And I'm going to do that on both sides. This gives me a 0 pair, leaving me with 3. What is 4x minus 4x? 0x. So that leaves me with 8 equals 3. In any world, does 8 equal 3? No. So I'm going to draw a line through the equal sign. That means does not equal in the math world. And this is going to be no number. No number will ever make this equation true. Okay? And then at the bottom, variables cancel each other out and both sides of the equation look different. Okay, so again, if we kind of look back at these up here, do you see how in this one, they equal the same thing? They looked the same. In this one, they look different. That's why this is no solution and this is infinitely many. So make sure that you got that done.